Hello and welcome to a Chaz788 Inc. tutorial. Today we'll be using Python 2.7. I'll be showing you how to download it onto your machine, and today we'll be making a small program that will make strong passwords which are randomly generated. So first of all, I need you to go to python.org/download/releases/2.7.3. This is the version of Python we'll be using in all of our tutorials. Then I need you to scroll down and go to the download section of the page and select whichever operating system you're running on. Then, once you have fully installed Python 2.7.3, we need to open up the IDLE GUI, which is where we'll be writing our code. To do this, you go down to your Windows as such, and then you click on IDLE GUI. See, I've already got a page open, so I'll open that now. Okay, once you've opened your IDLE GUI, it should look like this. Now we're going to start writing our program. So, to begin with, I need you to write hash dash star dash coding colon UTF-8 space dash star dash. The reason that we have put this in is because in our program we will be using non-ACSII characters, which we can use in the UTF encoding. So that's why we've done that. Okay, now I'm going to introduce what are called modules. Modules are things which you can import from Python libraries and use them in your own program. And to do this, we do from and then the name of the module which you want to call, and in our case we'll be using the module random, and then import, and this will tell us which functions we want to import for this module, and we'll be going to use choice. But if you did want to import all the functions from a module, you would put import star, and which means all of the functions. But in this case, we'll be using choice. Then just go ahead and press enter. The next part is we'll be defining a function. And to do this, we put def, which is short for define. Then we put make password, which is the name of our function, and then brackets. What our brackets is what we'll come to in a later tutorial, is you put arguments for your function in here. Then you click colon and enter. As you can see, our code has been indented. In Python, indents matter. If you don't indent, then your program just won't work, and you'll have to go through and do a load of debugging, which nobody likes. Now we'll go on to variables. To declare a variable, you name it, then put your equal sign, and then put the value of the variable that you want. In our case, we will be putting letter 1 as our name for our variable, and put equals, and then we're going to be giving this a list. What a list is basically, as you know it, a list which contains certain values which is more than one. And to start a list in Python, you put that symbol there, I'm not quite sure what it's called, and then one there. And this is our list braces. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold, so I'll probably sound a bit sniffly. Now we're going to want to add items to our list, and to do this we're going to want to add the alphabet to our letter 1, and so you put 2 quotation marks in the quotation marks for A. Then to start a new one, you put comma question marks B, comma question marks C, comma question mark D. See, I already have this code done, so I'm going to pause the video and come back with it already done. As you see, I have gone through and added the alphabet into this variable, and I want you to press enter once you've finished that. As you see, it's automatically indented our code because Python knows about indentation. Now we're going to want to create a second variable and call it letter2 equals, and then we're going to want to declare another list, so put our list braces, and put this in this list. We're going to be doing the uppercase version of the alphabet, so capital A, capital B, capital C. Like before, I had this code done, so I'm going to pause the video and come back with it already done. As you see, I've gone ahead and added that list in, all capital letters. Then we're going to want to add symbols to our password, which we're going to be using later. So we want to create a variable called symbol1, then our equal sign, then our list braces, and then I want you to go through and add all of the symbols which you can think of that will go onto your keyboard. For example, exclamation mark, then pound sign, dollar sign. Like before, I had this list already done, so I'm going to come back with it already done, and you can copy from it later. I've added all the symbols I could think of that will go onto my keyboard. Probably missed a few. If I have, you can add them into your own program. Okay, now we want to add one more final list into our program. And for this, we're going to want numbers, and this will just be from 1 to 10. So, like before, number 1, name of our variable, equals, and list braces, and I'm going to put 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come back with that list already done. As you can see that list has been finished, then I want you to press enter. Now we're going to go on to printing words to the console. And to do this, we put print, which means that whatever we put after this will print to the console. And then we put our brackets, and then inside the brackets, 2 quotation marks. And then I want you to write, we're now going to make you a new strong password. And then exclamation mark. Then, after this, I want you to type print, braces and quotation marks, and then type in your new password is, and then colon space. Okay, so now if we were to run this code, it wouldn't do anything because we haven't called the function forward, but if we had, all would happen now is we'd get the we wouldn't get any of the lists printed because we haven't called it, but we would get print, we're now going to make your new strong password, your new password is. That's all would happen at the moment. Now we're going to want to add more functionality to our program, and we're going to define another variable, and we're going to call this one password, and then equals, and we're going to give it a value of a combination of our lists using the import module. Now I'm going to quickly pause the video and type in the code, and then come back and run through with you after. As you can see, I've added the code, and when declaring a variable that is not a list, you use the braces at the start of everything, and then at the end as well here. Okay, time to walk it through. Remember that we imported the function choice from the module random. We will be using this for our variable password. As you can see, we have called choice on our list letter 1. What this will do is pick any random item from our letter 1 list and put it here, basically. And then our plus adds strings together. So then we have called choice on our symbol 1 list, and this will pick any random item from our list here. And as you can guess, it does it for the rest and adds them together to make one long string. If you have any trouble with this, please feel free to email me or leave a comment in the section below. Then we're going to want to print this password. So you type in print braces, but no quotation mark this time, because you're not printing a string as such, you're printing a variable which holds a string. So instead you just type password, which is the name of our variable. Then we're going to add more functionality. What we want our program to do is write whatever password is created here to be written to a text file to wherever the program is stored. So to do this, we're going to be using if and else statements and raw inputs from the user. So we want to define a variable called decision equals, and then this will be a new function to you, and it's raw underscore input, and then brackets, quotation marks. What this will do is ask the user a question, and then the answer is stored in the variable decision. So between the quotation marks we want to put, would you like me to write a password to a text file? Then put for yes or no. Then I just want you to press enter. Now we're going to be going to our if statements. So then I want you to write if, is just like plain English, decision, which is the name of our variable, and we want to see if it is equivalent to something. And to do this we put two equal signs, not just one, because if we put one it'd think that we were defining another variable, which would replace the value of decision with the new one. Now, I know it's confusing, but we'll go through it at a later date. So we want if decision is equivalent to, then quotation marks, y. But what if the user adds to write just y, what we gave them to write? They might write something else. So to do this, to add more exceptions, you can put or, quotation marks, capital Y, yes, or yes. This is more conditionals to add to our program, just in case the user gets it wrong. Okay, so then to write code to activate if your conditionals are true in this if statement, you put colon and enter, and this will indent our code for us. Okay, now on to the reading and writing bit of Python. We want to declare a variable called writing and give it a value of open, and then braces, quotation marks, and we want the text file we're going to be writing to be called generated password dot text, so it becomes a text file, and then we want to put comma and then W. What this means is writing will create a new file called generated password.txt. That .txt will turn it into a text file, and it's going to know to write whatever you put in a minute to the text file. So we want to put writing, which is our variable here, dot write password. And what this would do is write our password to our variable writing, which is our text file called generated password. Okay, that's done. And then we want to press enter, and then backspace, and we want to put an else statement. So if they put no or something else, then we're going to want it to say something else. So then you just put print and just put thank you for using